The air hung heavy in the Crooked Brush. It was thick with the smell of stale ale and unfulfilled promises. The dim lighting cast long, eerie shadows that danced across the worn wooden floorboards. The pub was unusually quiet for a Friday night. Even the usual boisterous laughter seemed to be swallowed by a strange, unsettling silence. Eleanor sat alone in a shadowy corner, nursing a glass of red wine she didn't really want. Her fingers nervously traced the rim of the glass. The ice clinked softly against the side with each movement. Her eyes, usually sparkling with life, were clouded with worry. She couldn't shake off the feeling of unease that had settled upon her like a shroud. The theft of her painting, her masterpiece, had left her reeling. It wasn't just the monetary value, it was the emotional investment. The hours she had poured into capturing the essence of Lord Harrington on canvas. Now it was gone, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a gaping hole in her studio and in her heart. Lord Harrington's portrait had been the talk of the art world, a controversial figure known for his eccentricities and shrouded in an air of mystery. He was an enigma that Eleanor had been drawn to, captivated by the challenge of capturing his elusive nature. The painting had been a success, but its disappearance had cast a long, dark shadow over her accomplishment. The police had been sympathetic but ultimately unhelpful. These things happen, they'd said, their words offering little comfort. But Eleanor refused to believe it was just a random act of theft. There was something more to it. She could feel it in her gut. Her intuition screamed at her that this was no ordinary robbery. The theft had been too clean, too precise. No forced entry, no other valuables taken, just the painting. Removed from its frame as if spirited away by a ghost, the thought sent a shiver down her spine. Who would go to such lengths to steal a portrait, and why? Eleanor and Lord Harrington had a peculiar relationship. He was her patron, yes, but also a source of endless fascination. Their interactions were always shrouded in a strange tension, a mixture of respect and an odd undercurrent of something else, something she couldn't quite put her finger on. Lord Harrington had been insistent on the portrait. He'd been specific about the pose, the lighting, the overall feeling he wanted to convey. A strange request, considering his aversion to the public eye. He'd claimed it was for posterity, a legacy for a future he wouldn't live to see. But his words had rung hollow, failing to mask the underlying truth he seemed so desperate to conceal. Now, as she sat in the suffocating stillness of the Crooked Brush, she couldn't help but wonder if her subject held the key to the mystery. Had she, in trying to capture his essence, stumbled upon a secret best left buried? The thought gnawed at her, fueling her growing suspicion. Lord Harrington's past was a tapestry woven with whispers and rumours. Stories of ruthless ambition, of enemies silenced and rivals mysteriously vanishing. Eleanor had dismissed them as mere gossip, the ramblings of jealous competitors. But now, those whispers echoed in her ears, taking on a sinister new meaning. A seed of doubt had been planted in her mind, and it was growing rapidly, fueled by the unsettling circumstances of the theft. What if there was more to Lord Harrington than met the eye? What if the rumours were true? Had she inadvertently painted a target on her own back by associating with him? The possibility sent a chill down her spine. She knew she was treading dangerous ground, but she couldn't shake off the feeling that the answer to the mystery lay in the labyrinth of Lord Harrington's past. She had to know the truth, even if it meant confronting the very subject of her stolen masterpiece.